Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about the natural resources. Natural resources are the renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources are those which are inexhaustible resources, and non-renewable resources are the exhaustible resources. In natural resources, all the earth organisms, air, water and soil, as well as materials such as oil, coal and ore, that are removed from the ground and which can be classified into the two types, renewable and non-renewable resources. That example are sunlight and the minerals. Then renewable resources that can be replenished naturally in the course of time are called as a renewable resources, and are any resources that cycle or can be replaced within a human lifespan. Example are air, water, sunlight and wind. So some aspect of renewable energy are it exists perpetually and it is ready to harness, inexhaustible. It is clean alternative to the fossil fuels. Then next one is the non-renewable resources, that resources that exist in limited supply and cannot be replaced if they are used up, and it is called as a non-renewable resources. That it cannot be remade or regrown at a scale comparable to its consumption, and example are oil, natural gas, coal and nuclear fuels. These are the renewable and non-renewable resources examples. Renewable resources examples are solar energy, wind energy, hydropower energy, geothermal energy. Then first one is the solar energy. It is a radiant light and heat from the sun tackle using a range of ever evolving technologies such as solar photovoltaic cell. It can be harnessed in two ways, that is active solar involves capturing and redistributing sunlight, and passive solar work to reduce the amount of energy traditionally used to power a location such as a building or house. Solar energy technologies includes the use of solar energy for solar heating, solar photovoltaic, solar thermal electricity, solar architecture. And we can change the sunlight directly into electricity by using a solar cell, also called as a photovoltaic cell. Then next one is a wind energy. So in wind energy, the electricity energy that can be obtained from harness the wind with windmills or wind turbine is called as a wind energy, and it is caused by uneven heating of the atmosphere by the sun, the irregularities of earth's surface and the rotation of the earth, and which can convert kinetic energy into wind and into the mechanical powers. So it is a renewable energy resources and can be converted into the mechanical energy. Blowing the wind spins the blade of the wind turbine. This device is called as a wind turbine and not a windmill. And a windmill grind or mills grain or is used to pump the water. So word wind energy generation capacity more than between 2000 and 2006, doubling about every 3 years. Then next one is the hydropower energy. Hydropower energy is a derived from falling water or raining water, and it is channeled through the water turbine. The pressure of flowing water on a turbine blade rotates a shaft and drives electrical generator and converting the motion into the electrical energy. So it doesn't necessarily require a large dam. Some hydroelectric power plant just use a small canals to channel the river water through a turbine. So some part of the consist of hydropower plant: dam, intake, penstock, turbine, generator, transformer, power line, outflow. Then it is Hydraulic power, hydrokinetic power, or water power is a power which is derived from the force or energy or falling water and which may be harnessed for useful purpose. It is capturing of moving water to generate the electric water, and this falling water is used to turn the turbine blades and which can be converted into the mechanical energy. The next one is the geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is a thermal energy generated and stored in the earth. Thermal energy is the energy that determines the temperature of matter and originate from formation of planet 20% and radioactive decay of minerals 80%. Geothermal gradient, which is the difference in temperature between the core of planet and its surface, and drives continuously conduction of thermal energy in the form of heat from the core of surface. Then geothermal power is a cost effective, reliable, sustainable and environmentally friendly, but has historically been limited to areas near tectonic plates boundaries. The next one is a non-renewable resources. Any resources that cannot be replaced during the time of human lifespan and took the thousands of years to form and exist in fixed amount in the earth, and they need to conserve before they become depleted, is known as non-energy resources. Example are oil, natural gas, coal and nuclear. Coal, petroleum and natural gas are considered non-renewable because they cannot be replenished in a short period of time, and these are called as a fossil fuels. Then next one is the oil. It is a non-renewable resources in fluid form, that fossil fuels that is being used up faster than a new reserves and discovered the oil supply may only last only through a middle of this century. Then gasoline, heating oil and diesel fuel are the primary uses of resources. Next one is a natural gas. Is a fossil fuel formed when layers of buried plants, gases and animals are exposed to intense heat and pressure over thousands of years. The energy that the plants originally obtain from the sun is stored in the form of chemical bonds in the natural gas. It is primarily composed of methane but contain ethane, propane and butane as well. that in developing countries the fossil fuels are fossilized wood, charcoal and peat, and in developed countries the fossil fuels are mainly coal, natural gases and oil. Next one is the coal, which is a primary resources of energy in India, the product of millions of years of pressure on original organic matter from planet buried underground. It is a combustible black or brownish black sedimentary rock usually occurring in rock strata in layers of veins called coal beds or coal seams. The purest form of coal contains about 94 to 95% of carbon. Then next one is the nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is a use of exothermic nuclear processes to generate useful heat and electricity. The term includes nuclear fission, nuclear decay, and nuclear fusion. Nuclear fission of element is the actinide series of the periodic table produce the vast majority of nuclear energy in the direct service of humankind. And nuclear fission means neurons smash into the nucleus of uranium atoms and release energy in the form of heat. Water is converted into the steam by this heat and used to the drives. The nuclear fusion uses uranium to create energy, and nuclear energy is a non-renewable resource because once the uranium is used, it is gone. The next one is steps to taken for conservation of natural resources. Use various resources only when needed. Avoid the wastage of resources. Avoid the use of material from wide light sources. Use energy efficiently. Use the pressure cooker. Use 75% of LPG. Old vehicles should not be used as they are less fuel efficient. Utilize renewable energy sources as much as possible. We should recycle the waste and wastewater for agriculture purpose. Thank you.